Do you ever wonder where all your money goes each month? Welcome to Prosper Pilot, your go-to hub for all things finance, broken down into simple, practical steps. I'm Prosper, and today we're diving into a key topic for financial control: how to create an effective budget. Budgeting isn't just a financial tool, it's your roadmap to achieving your goals, reducing financial stress, and taking control of your money. So buckle up as we journey into the world of effective budgeting. The first step in budgeting is to evaluate your income. But remember, this is not just about adding up your paychecks. It's crucial to consider all sources of income. Perhaps you have a side hustle or part-time gig. Maybe you generate income from a rental property or dividends from an investment. All these streams contribute to your overall income and should be accounted for. Accuracy is key here. Overestimating your income can lead to overspending and consequently financial stress. On the other hand, underestimating your income might make you unnecessarily frugal, missing out on opportunities to enjoy life or invest in your future. So take some time to review your bank statements, pay stubs, and any other records of income. The more precise you are, the better you can plan your budget. Once you have a clear idea of your total income, it's time to move to the next step. Now that you know how much money is coming in, it's time to figure out where it's going. The second step on our financial journey is tracking expenses. It's not just about knowing how much you're spending, but understanding where every penny goes. Think about it as financial detective work. You're tracking down every dollar and cent, big or small, to see where they've gone. Some expenses are necessary, like food and housing. Others might be unnecessary, such as that daily gourmet coffee or monthly subscription you hardly use. Categorizing your expenses into necessary and unnecessary can provide a clear vision of your financial landscape. There are many tools and methods available to make this task easier, from old-school pen and paper to modern digital apps. Remember, the goal here isn't to make you feel guilty about your spending, it's to help you understand your financial habits. Understanding your expenses is crucial, but it's just one part of the equation. Now that you have a clear picture of your income and expenses, it's time to set some financial goals and categorize your expenses. The importance of setting financial goals cannot be overstated. These are your financial roadmaps, guiding you towards where you want to be financially. Whether you're aiming to save for a dream vacation, buy a home, or just building an emergency fund, these goals give your budget a purpose. They transform a budget from a restrictive tool into an empowering strategy to achieve your aspirations. So take a moment to think about what you want to achieve financially. Make these goals as concrete and realistic as possible. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Now let's talk about categorizing your expenses. It's not enough to just track your spending, you need to know where your money is going. This is where expense categories come into play. By grouping your spending into categories like housing, food, entertainment, and savings, you can gain a clearer understanding of your spending habits. This visual representation of your spending can be eye-opening, revealing areas where you're overspending and where you can make adjustments. You might find that you're spending more than you thought on dining out, or maybe your grocery bill is higher than it needs to be. These insights allow you to make informed decisions about where to cut back and where to allocate more funds. So start by creating broad categories like housing, transportation, food, and entertainment. Then break these down into more specific subcategories. For example, under food, you might have groceries, dining out, and coffee. The more detailed your categories, the better understanding you'll have of your spending habits. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to expense categories. What works for someone else might not work for you. Customize your categories to reflect your unique spending habits and lifestyle. With your goals set and your expenses categorized, you're ready for the next step. Now comes the fun part: assigning a budget to each category and reviewing and adjusting as needed. So, you've evaluated your income, tracked your expenses, set your financial goals, and created your expense categories. Now it's time to assign a budget to each category. This is where the magic happens. This is where your financial planning really starts to take shape. Let's start by distributing your income among the different categories. Remember, your categories should include everything from housing and food to entertainment and savings. Now, this isn't about creating a perfect balance, but rather, it's about aligning your spending with your priorities. For example, if you're saving for a house, you might want to allocate a larger portion of your budget to your savings category. But here's the key: Your budget needs to be realistic. It's easy to say, I'm going to save half my income every month, but if that's not feasible, you're setting yourself up for failure. Start with what you can do and gradually make adjustments as you become more comfortable with your budget. And this brings us to the idea of reviewing and adjusting. Your budget isn't a static document, it's a living, breathing entity that should change as your life changes. Got a raise? Great, adjust your budget. Had an unexpected expense? No problem, adjust your budget. Reviewing and adjusting your budget regularly is vital to its success. It's not enough to set it and forget it. You need to stay on top of it, check in regularly, and make tweaks as necessary. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Budgeting is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice to get good at it. Don't beat yourself up if you go over budget one month. Instead, use it as a learning experience and adjust your budget accordingly. Remember, budgeting is not a set it and forget it thing. It requires regular review and adjustment. Be kind to yourself, be patient, and remember, every step you take towards effective budgeting is a step towards financial freedom. In conclusion, effective budgeting is all about understanding your income and expenses, setting realistic goals, and making necessary adjustments. It's a roadmap to financial wellness, a way to reduce money stress and take control. From assessing all income sources, tracking and categorizing expenses, setting financial goals, to assigning budget for each category and regular review and adjustment, it's a continuous process. And that's it. You're now equipped with the knowledge to create an effective budget. Remember, a budget is not a restriction, but a tool to empower you to make informed decisions about your money.